any trading online. Oh, I think this thing has not been recording. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Guys, welcome to today's training. This is lesson number 6. If you missed lesson number 5, go back here and watch it. It's right here, lesson number 5, where it says make your first profitable trade today with this strategy. Part 1. So now we are on lesson number 6, which is part 2 of this training. We didn't want to keep it too long. It was already like an hour plus, so we didn't want to make it longer than that because most of you lack the attention span. Okay, so this is part 2 of it, and we're going to continue with our strategy. So why am I saying it is important? Because there are 3 things that you need to succeed as a trader online. It doesn't matter what your background is, your profession, it does not matter, okay, which country you come from, because we have students from all over the world, okay. This training in the Smart Wolf Club, we have students from everywhere, and we have coaches from all over the world. And we've been doing this for many, many years. Some of us have been online since 1999. Some of our coaches have been here since 17 years ago, 18 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, and they are from all over the world. So they are putting in together their experience, and I am here sharing you the information, sharing with you the information for free. This is the only day trading strategy that you need. This is the only training that you need, okay? So if you are into multiple courses, into multiple programs, focus, okay? Just stick to this, follow this to the T, and you are going to see the results, okay? Now, let's put a disclaimer. None of us is a professional trader, advisor, investment advisor. Nope, we're just sharing our experiences, okay? So you go into this knowing that whatever you risk, whatever trading is very risky, okay? So you can lose your entire investments, especially if you're trading stocks, options, crypto, Forex, very risky markets, okay? You can be up here 1 minute and the next minute you're down here 0, blow your account. And we've seen a lot of students do that, okay? But we are sharing our experiences. We're going to be sharing some results here. These are not guaranteed results, okay? They are not guaranteed because we don't know how much effort you're going to put into this, okay? You're going to need to practice. You're going to need to follow proper risk management, and you're going to have to learn how to follow your strategy. You got to discipline yourself. So what is the purpose of this training? We are supposed to give you just 3 things that you need, 3 ingredients that you need to be a successful trader. Number 1, the psychology, the mindset piece, okay? Number 1, your mindset, very important. Number 2, the strategy. Now, the strategy has to have 3 attributes. 1, must be very simple, okay? Nothing complicated. Very simple strategy. It has something that is reliable. You can use it on any type of markets, okay? And number 3, it has to be repeatable, okay? Repeatable, something that you can do on a routine every day as you trade, okay? And then number 3, the most important characteristic for a good, successful trader is, other than the mindset, the strategy, number 3 is the discipline, okay? The discipline to succeed. Discipline to succeed. So under discipline, there are many, many aspects, okay? You have to be patient. You have to be able to control your greed levels, your anxiety. You have to establish the routine. Okay, when do you trade? What time do you wake up? What time do you trade? When do you leave the market? Okay, because again, we see a lot of the people coming into the market, they haphazardly. One day they're trading at 9:30 a.m. The next day they're trading at 10 p.m. The next time they're trading at 12 p.m. They're skipping another day. They're trading. I mean, that's not going to work. So you have to be consistent. Consistency, persistency, all those big words, you have to have those. Now, this is not easy. It's not a one-day thing. It comes with practice and engagement and self-sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your time. You have to practice. And we give you the community where you can learn this. So join the Smart Wolf Club. The links are always in the description, okay? So if you want to be part of the community, you can join the Smart Wolf right here. You see this link down here? Click the link below to join the Smart Wolf Club. Click that. Go ahead. Your name and your email address is enough. And of course, there's some resources that you need for every lesson. Okay, you need to sign up for a TradingView account. The link is right there. Go and look at this, study the candlesticks right there. There's a resource for you. And if you want to get social, you can join the trading groups. We have the Telegram, WhatsApp. Some of you don't really like Telegram. Some of you don't like WhatsApp. You can join our private Facebook group. We have Twitter accounts. We have everything, social, TikTok, whatever you like. So go ahead. And then the most important thing is make sure you subscribe to the channel, because these lessons are coming at least 1 or 2 lessons every week. Okay, you don't want to miss these lessons. Okay, so some week we have 2 lessons shared on YouTube, this channel. Some week we have 1 lesson, depending on how busy the coaches are and how busy I am. Sometimes I'm not able to. We are extremely busy. We have a lot of students going through our trainings. Okay, some of you need hand holding, so we have what we call the master classes for those of you who need hand holding. Okay, so we give these free lessons for free to help our brothers and sisters. During the pandemic, it really touched our hearts, and we decided we're going to share these for free. Okay, so we share lessons on stock trading, Forex trading, crypto trading, options, and under options there's so many things, futures, so many things, funds, so many things. I know some of you are into trading the NASDAQ, the NAS 100, the US 30. Some of you are into gold, commodities, metal, silver, platinum. Some of you are into trading wheat, oil, all that stuff. Okay, so S&P 500. Some of you are into options, selling and buying options. All that is covered in our training. Okay, and if you need hand holding, okay, this is not for everybody. This is for those who really need hand holding. Some of you will do extremely well by just following this free series, but some of you need extra push, somebody to look over your trades. You want to see somebody taking the trade so you can copy. All that is provided in the Smart Wolf Club. You can join the master classes. There are many. We have a stock trading masterclass, Forex trading masterclass, options trading masterclass. We have digital marketing. Okay. Our coaches have been online for many, many years. Anything online, they've been there, been done that, and in the trenches, they do this every single day. Okay, so whatever our coaches are showing you is exactly what they're doing. They click, you click. Okay, they take a trade, you take a trade, basically. So what they're sharing is what they do every single day. So what is the strategy? The strategy is a bare bone basic strategy. Okay, so it's like this. Let me refresh. If you missed our introductory session where we talked about trading, this is right here. This is the video right here, uploaded about 4 weeks ago, lesson 1. Okay, the only day trading strategy free course you need to start, proven and easy. You see all this stuff, bare bone basic, where we're talking about what is trading. Okay, we're talking about what is trading. Let's see if I can write into this. I'm trying to use this free board for the first time. Okay, so lesson 1 was what is trading, guys. Let me expand this so you guys can see what lesson 1 was all about. What is trading? And I've just done this on purpose. So we have what is trading. Lesson 2, we talk about the strategy. We introduce the strategy. And now we are giving you examples, implementation. Okay, so let's bring another card here. So we are on the level of implementing the strategy, implementation. Okay, so guys, this is where we are. So we've talked about stocks because we started with stocks trading. After we complete the series of stock trading, we're going to graduate into Forex trading. We're going to go into crypto trading, and we're going to go into trading commodities and metals, gold, silver. So if you're into any of those, hold your horses. We are coming, but you need these. We build up, one lesson builds from the previous lesson, so you don't want to miss the series. And what you can do favor to yourself is bookmark this playlist right here. Okay, there is a playlist, and we are calling it the Pro Trading Free Course playlist. Okay, so go ahead and bookmark that. So all these lessons are under this playlist right here. Okay, so this is growing every day, every week, as we add the new lessons. So go ahead and add that. Okay, it's this one right here. Okay, let me see if I can open it. Yeah, that's the playlist right here. All right, excuse me. So this is it, free pro trading course, okay, by the Smart Wolf Club, guys. So so far we have 5 lessons. This is the 6th lesson, guys. So you're still not too late. You can join right away. So you see there's lesson 1, how to trade stocks for beginners, was lesson 2, and then what is the best time to trade? Okay, we exhaustively talked about that in this lesson here. And then lesson 4 is where we're talking about Tesla and other stocks, okay? And we showed you how we came up with such stocks, how we use AI, okay, artificial intelligence, to find some of the stocks, especially for beginners who don't and very busy professionals who don't have a lot of time to do what we call market research and analysis to come up with the best stocks. So you can just leverage the power of AI. And when I talk about AI, I talk about the GPTs, and if you like the Chinese one, DeepSeek, you can use that. Now, the only issue is what type of a prompt you're going to use, and we shared the prompt here for you for free. You can copy the prompt, and you can go ahead and get the list of stocks. So we talk about 5 stocks that you're going to start with and start trading those stocks. These are highly volatile. These are pretty large cap, some of them are large cap stocks, and they're not going to let you down, okay? So let's jump into our lesson today. So the lesson today, guys, it's about the implementation, and we are still breaking down the strategy and giving examples of the stocks that we are working on. So one of the resources that you need is TradingView, okay? So make sure you have an account there. It is free to have the free account, and while you're learning, the free account is sufficient. But if you need more features, you can go into the professional accounts, okay, which cost like a cup of coffee. 1 cup of coffee is enough to give you a professional account, okay? So, however, the free account tier is enough to allow you to practice and learn the strategy. You can follow along as we go. So once you have your TradingView account open, what you need to do is you can go right here where it says stocks. Right now, we're not looking at the funds. For those of you who are into trading the S&P 500, then you'll go to funds. If you're into futures, again, you go right there. Funds. If you're into crypto, you go right there. If you're into indices, you go right there. If you're into bonds, you go right there. If you're into stocks, you go right there. So everything is right here. And then options are right here. Okay, you can see the options are right here. Guys, so we're going into stocks. And what stock are we going to look at? Okay, so again, we simply, if you don't know what stocks to look at, I have shown you how to do it. You're going to leverage AI. So you go to ChatGPT, sign up for free. Okay, again, everything so far is free. And you're going to go to where it says, and you're going to put the prompt. And I'm going to share with you the prompt, which I did in the previous lessons. But if you don't know how to generate a prompt, you can just come here. Here's the prompt you can use. And it says, give me the top 5 most traded volatile stocks in the US market that I can start trading right away. Do not give me the analysis. Very important, because you don't want any extra stuff or any other details. Just give me the name of the stock and the ticker symbol. Now, ticker symbol is extremely important. So now you're going to say large caps. So we're going to modify this and say large caps, because if you just give them that one, they're going to give you some small caps, okay? You see here, that's what I said. Can you give us more of the larger companies? And you can see they are right here. There's Tesla, there's NVIDIA. We have already looked at NVIDIA in one of the lessons. I think it's lesson number 3, so go and watch that. We looked at Tesla. I think that was lesson number 4 or number 2. And then there's Google, there's Meta, there's Netflix. And of course, these keep changing every time. So you're not limited to this. As I said, we are not giving you any financial advice. You're free to choose whatever stock you want. Just follow the strategy. It doesn't matter. Any of these stocks are going to work. We can even pick one of these small caps here, like the internationals. You can see some of these are actually internationals. Yeah, like this is a China XT Pharmaceuticals. Okay, let's put that in there. You can see that is the ticker symbol. Let's see if we can find any good chart with that. Let's go here, and we're looking at stocks. Paste that in there, and there it is. And you can see right there, the stock is actually trading. These are low cap. You can see they're actually trading at, it's at 750. Okay, this is the daily. The highest here you can see was 784. And the lowest was down here, you can see at $1.56. So it literally went down. There's a pump here. I don't know what happened here. If you do some research, you'll find out what literally happened, because you can see this massive, massive bullish candle here. It really pumped. A lot of people made money here. You can see from $8 all the way, it was $2.50 and pumped up all the way to $8. There was a pump, really, and then it starts dumping again, and now it's all the way down here. Okay, so some people already made life-changing money there, or wife-changing money, as they say. Some people say that, you know, they made wife-changing money. All right, there we go. So let's look at some of these stocks. So we analyze. These are more of like penny stocks, not really penny, but low cap, very, very low cap. You can see here this massive pump down here. You can see this was really, really dumped from $320 per share to pennies, literally to pennies. Man, that was a massive. So if somebody who shorted this stock literally made a lot of money. Okay, so you can look at these. These are really low cap. Okay, they were volatile, most traded on that day. That's probably why the GPT gave us those stocks, because you could see the volatility that was there. It was massive. Now, sometimes you don't need so much crazy volatility like that, because it's hard to manage such trades. Similarly, you can see here, this really pumped up that day. It was so volatile on that particular day. And I think that's why we got that answer, because as I tell you, they keep changing every day. You could see this started from $1.18 to $3.12. This is the Motorsport Games Inc. MSGM. That is a ticker symbol, MSGM. You can see it's right here. These are the 5 stocks that were given that day. Volatility was the key here. But here is the prompt that I want you to use. Okay, so you're going to take that prompt. Let's use that prompt today and see what happens. So we're going to dump it here. So you're going to type it, paste it right here. Give me the top 5 traded volatile stocks in the US market that I can trade right away. That I can trade right away. That's why I think we got that, because we wanted something we could trade that particular day, and that if we had taken any of those trades, you could see how massive those candles were, and we could be in the money. Okay, but let's see here. Just give me the large cap stocks. So we're gonna say large cap stocks. Name of the stock and the ticker symbol. Okay, let's put that and let's see what we get. We should get at least 5 of them. If the GPT is okay, it's searching the web now. Okay, so it's going to do all the hard work for you, the heavy lifting. Especially if you are busy, you don't have time to do this yourself. Now you can see what we got. We actually got the large 5 cap. So we got Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, which is the Facebook company, Netflix, Amazon is on here. They dropped Google and they gave us Amazon instead. So we can go and look at the Amazon stock and see what is going on with Amazon. So we come here and again, we paste that ticker symbol right there and you guys can see what's going on with the Amazon. So more like what we predict, more than what we expect. Okay. So this is the daily chart. So every candle here represents a day. Okay. Now, if you don't know, if you're just joining us for the first time, when I talk about candles, you're totally confused, don't worry. Below this video, I have put a link, okay, guys? You see the link down here, which says resources, study candle sticks. So you go there, okay? You go right there, and it's going to take you to this site right here. It's free, and you're going to study everything about the candle anatomy, what is a candle, and then the different types, excuse me, guys, the different types of candles, okay? Now, I don't want you to memorize all these because there are so many types of candlestick patterns, but there's a few that are interesting. You know, like you see a full body candle like that, long body, no shadows, and then the shadows. Now, if you don't know what this is, go and watch our previous video. The last lesson, I actually spent more time talking about candles. This lesson here, part 1. This is part 2 of the lesson. If you missed part 1, that's what I'm saying, you can go back and watch it. Okay, it's right here. Lesson 5. Go and watch this. I talk about candles. I actually spend time literally talking about candles, what is the wick, how it is formed, bare bone basic information. You know, we keep it simple in the Smart Wolf Club. We keep it so simple, and that's why most of our students are extremely successful. Most of our coaches are doing extremely well, and the reason is because we keep things KISS. We keep things simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we believe in. The strategy has to be simple. I'm going to show you the strategy right now with this stock right here. So let's jump into the strategy. So there are 3 things that you need with a strategy. It has to be simple. It has to be something that you can repeat, you can do every day. Very simple, like not complicated, not a million signals, not 20 indicators, not, I don't know. Yeah, so we don't want that. If it is complicated, it's not going to work for our students. Okay, it's not going to work for us. It's just going to give you headache and brain cramps. And it's going to deny you the opportunity to trade successfully, because if you're waiting for 5, 10 signals before you can take a trade, very few of those signals are going to show up. Okay, so we keep it simple so we can have opportunities to take the trade. Okay, and then we play what we call proper risk management. And I'm going to talk about that in our next lessons. Okay, coming future lessons, we're going to spend a lot of time on risk management. How are you going to manage your risk? But here is the cardinal rule. Never trade more than you can afford to lose. So if you listen, for example, all you have is $100. So you're not going to take a trade for $100. What if you lose? Because it is possible for you to take a trade, go up, go down, and boom, you're out of the market. You lose. Literally lose. And as one of the foremost traders says, okay, the hardest thing in trading is not making money. It's not making money. The hardest thing is actually keeping the money, the wins, keeping the profits. A lot of you guys will come into the market and actually make money, but are you able to keep that money? That is where the problem is. Because I have seen even seasoned traders, somebody builds up an account, a portfolio to thousands of dollars, and then the next day they wake up, it is zero. They are actually negative. They owe the broker money. Okay? Their accounts were wiped overnight or next 2 days or next 3 days because they got into some crazy trades, or their risk management was not good at all. Okay? So risk management is key, and we're going to spend a lot of time on that, and it is coming in our next lessons. Right now, we're going through the basics of our strategy. What is the best time to trade? Because this is a question that bothers a lot of people, and we have answered that in our lesson number right here. Lesson number 3. What is the best time to trade stocks, Forex, crypto, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and watch that. Okay. How to trade stocks for beginners. Okay, because this is another big question. How do I trade stocks? Go ahead and watch that. Okay, so right there. So bookmark this. Subscribe to the channel. That's one favor I want you guys to do for me now, is to subscribe to the channel so we can grow this channel, guys. We want to grow it. You know, the reason why I keep saying that is because if we grow this channel, many people, YouTube has something. YouTube is going to share the information. The more subscribers we have, the more viewers we have, the more interaction we have, the more shares, the more likes we have. YouTube will share this information with more people, your brothers and sisters, your community. They'll have access to this training, and that is our goal, because we want to reach as many people as possible. This year alone, we are targeting at least 1,000 people, help 1,000 people make money online, either trading, so we can enjoy the freedoms. We all want to get there, okay? We all want to have the freedoms to trade wherever we want, whenever we want, wherever we want. I ask students, what is your goal of learning all this online thing? Most of them tell you they want to travel, because people have realized the world is bigger than your small village or your small suburb or your town, your city or your country. There's bigger things out there for you, but you can only do those if you can afford to go there and if you can afford the time. Some people can afford to go there. We have massive professionals in our community: doctors, nurses, engineers, tree surgeons, masons, real estate gurus, all those kind of people, influencers, social media experts, but they don't have the freedom. They have the money, but not the time freedom, because they have to be there to make money. But once you learn a skill like this, you're limitless. You can go anywhere and take a trade anywhere. There's an internet connection. And there's everywhere now, there's internet. You go to any country, we've been to so many of them, you see, even any countries, there's cell phones everywhere, 6 billion, and internet is everywhere. So you can take trades wherever you want, whenever you want, at the beach, at the club, wherever you want. With your cell phone, you can take a trade. All these platforms have mobile apps. You can take trades on the go, at the airport, and things like that. So you want that freedom, okay? So anyway, let's go back to the whole thing. So what time do we trade? Now, in the Smart Wolf Club, we all trade at 9:30 a.m. We meet at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you are in Timbuktu, you can you can use all the Google to find out the time. 9:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time is 2:30 p.m. in Lisbon, Portugal, okay? One of our coaches is from Portugal. He's in Lisbon right now. So at 2:30 p.m., he would be on the charts trading. Whereas for those of you, Mr. Baker is in Atlanta, Georgia. It will be 8:30 a.m. in Georgia, 8:30 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. When it is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is 8:30 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. It is 6:30 a.m. in Sacramento, where one of our coaches is. Jose is in Sacramento, California. So at 6:30 a.m., Jose is on his computer trading. Okay, Mr. Scott is in London. Okay, so 9:30 a.m. would be, again, 2:30 p.m. in London. Okay, and we have many other coaches. Okay. Malemela is in Cape Town, South Africa. So if you go to Cape Town, you can look at the time difference. So what time is it in Cape Town, South Africa, when it is 9:30 a.m. EST? 3 p.m. Okay. When it is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is 3 p.m. in Cape Town. So that means 9:30 a.m. 9:30 would be 3:30 p.m. Okay, so 3:30 p.m. So it's a 6-hour time difference. So Malemala would be on his computers at 3:30 p.m. with his team. Okay, that's the time they're taking trades. So has that answered your questions, guys? Because I see a lot of people asking, man, okay, 9:30 a.m. What is that? Well, don't be lazy. Just go use a converter, time converter. There are so many online. You can pick up any that you like and just convert the time. Doesn't matter. We have a coach in Tokyo. Okay, so what time is it in Tokyo? So you can just come and put right here, Tokyo, Japan. They are way ahead of Eastern Standard Time. No, Tokyo, Japan, not Tokyo, South Africa. There's no Tokyo, South Africa, man. There we go. So just type that question there, right there. Or you can ask GPT. They're going to tell you. Just use that prompt to ask ChatGPT and it's going to tell you. Guys, let's not be lazy. Let's use AI. Okay, don't be afraid of using AI because most people are scared of AI. So it tells you right there. Okay, Tokyo, Japan, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is 10:30 p.m. in Tokyo. The same day, 10:30. These guys are almost going onto the next day. Yeah, so 9:30 p.m. Tajimoto, our coach, is taking trades with his team, whereas those of you who are in Eastern Standard Time, those of you who are in New York, Washington, D.C., will be taking trades at 9:30 a.m. Those of you in the Pacific Coast will be at 6:30 in the morning. Okay, which is great because you can take these trades and then go to your 9 to 5. Wake up at 6:30, take your trades, because our trading doesn't take that long. Some days we are only on there for 1 hour or 1.5 hours at most, because we keep it simple, guys. And you're done for the day. Come back the next day, because we trade Monday to Friday if you're trading stocks. And then if you're trading crypto, you can do it anytime. It's 24/7, okay? Forex markets, again, 9:30 a.m. to Monday to Friday. That's it. And you don't have to trade every day, okay, because it depends on your goals. So all students have different goals. Some people meet their goals in one day. Some people trade once or twice a week. That's all. We have coaches who just do it twice a week and they hit their weekly goals. So again, it all depends on your goals, okay? So whatever we are giving you here is not financial advice. Again, I keep saying that. This is when you become a trader, you own your own business. You're your own man. We don't prescribe anything. We show you what is working for us, and you can modify that to suit your needs. Okay, you can adapt that into your lifestyle. Okay, so some of you are like, oh, I can't trade every day. I don't have time. I'm a busy mom, stay-home mom. I have 10 kids. Well, you can find the time if you really, really want to learn this strategy. Okay, so here we go, because it doesn't take long. I showed you, if you didn't see the trades that we took, someday it takes literally a few candles, 5 minutes, 1 hour at most, 2 minutes, okay? And we talk about that in our introductory part. We even show you AI, the power of AI, giving you different examples of AI. What is AI? You need to embrace AI. I like to talk about this because we're going to have to live with this AI. We cannot run away from it, okay? We cannot. Whether you are trading online, whether you're a business owner online, you need AI. For example, if you're a social media marketer, guys, you need AI, leveraging AI, writing those emails, creating those images. You can use AI. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to take this call. It is so important, and we will continue this lesson in a few, okay? Okay, guys, we are back. Okay, guys, we are back. Let me see what's going on here. No, we don't want to stop. Yeah, I think I'm having difficulties, but let's continue the lesson. Remember, I had to dash and take that call. That call was so important. It was from one of our coaches, and I had to take the call. Very, very important. This is one of the major coaches we have, Mr. Singh from Bombay. He's been with the Smart Wolf Club for over 17 years, and so he had something. And some of the strategies that I'm sharing with you guys, this is the information that my coaches are giving me, and I'm sharing this with you. So when he called, this was a call that I needed to take because they are watching live, so probably they want me to actually modify some of the training or give you some correct information. That's why I cannot ignore the call, okay? Sorry about that for those of you guys who are on here. So, but we'll continue. So I talked about getting to know as a beginner. You don't know how to do the research. You don't know what stocks to trade. So we said, let's look for 5 stocks that we can trade on a daily basis while we are beginning. And of course, as we become pro and advanced, we can start doing our own research, and therefore we can start leveraging all the other resources out there. But for now, let's make it simple, because that's the motto. That's how we roll in the Smart Wolf Club. We like to make everything keep it simple, stupid. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to use what is available for free. We're going to use the GPTs or the DeepSeek AI, basically. So we will go to AI, and I already showed you guys. We're going to paste the prompt, because that is where the problem is. If you ask AI garbage, it's going to give you garbage. AI is so good if you can give it the best prompt. If you can give a good prompt, you're going to get good results, okay? So you can use a prompt like this one here. You saw what we did the other day, okay? Give me the top 5 most traded volatile stocks in the US. Then you can say large cap stocks, okay? Now, because if you just say volatile stocks, then they're going to give you even the penny stocks. And you saw we got some really volatile stocks here. Now, for that particular day, if I was just going to go in and take quick scalps, I would probably be trading these stocks, because you guys could see, you've seen how they were pumping. If you watched just the previous session where before I took the call, I was showing you how volatile these stocks were that day. They pumped up so high, pumped down so quickly for some of them, and that is how people make life-changing money, or if you want to say wife-changing money, some guys say that. It's very interesting. Anyway, so then we modified the prompt, and we said large caps, and you could see what it gave us. It gave us Tesla. We've already looked at Tesla in the previous lessons. I think Tesla was lesson 3. So if you haven't watched lesson 3, if you're joining me for the first time, go and watch the playlist, the free pro trading playlist, this one right here, and watch lesson 3, guys. Don't be lazy. Go and watch this. This is a free lesson, and they can make you become a successful trader by just following these and taking notes, taking it seriously and practicing, okay? So one of these lessons here, we talked about, how to trade stocks for beginners, lesson 2. We talked about NVIDIA, we talked about Tesla, and now we're going to pick up one of these and we're going to analyze one of these stocks. So let's take Amazon, for example. That's the 5th one right here. So we go to our charts and we have Amazon here. So this platform here is TradingView. Some of you are saying you don't have TradingView account. It's free to open an account. So we have put the link right here. If you go, let's see, this is lesson 1, okay? So if you missed lesson 1, go and watch it. You see this right here? Go and sign up for TradingView. And I'm going to put the link below this video. Any of the videos below here, our video, you're going to find the resources. You need that resource, and you need the baby pips, so you can also look at candle, because we keep coming back to the candles. The candle pattern, candlestick pattern is so important, guys. Okay, you don't need to memorize these. You don't need to memorize all of them, but it's good to recognize a few of them, especially like the big ones. You can see here, the bullish, if it is all red, okay. I know here they're using the black color, but imagine if it is all red. If this is all green, a long body, no shadows. What does that mean? Strong selling pressure. Let's go to the chart and see if we can identify a candle like that. Let's just look at the chart. This is the daytime frame. Look at it. Do we see a candle with no body at all? Well, the ones we see here, they do have some little shadows. Like this one here has a small shadow at the bottom, and it is a big one though. You see? So there's a lot of selling pressure here. You can see a lot of selling pressure. A lot of selling pressure, a lot of selling pressure on this day. So each candle here represents a day. And if you don't know anything about candles, you're watching this for the first time, go and watch my previous lesson. I did break down, I did deliberately spend time on candles, because this is so important. Once you master these basics, then it becomes easier for me to continue with our strategy. But anyway, we're going to go to our strategy. Again, we have the question is, what's the best time to trade? And we've already answered that, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you are, you can convert the best time. So like our coaches Mr. Scott is one of our coaches, is in London. So 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is 2:30 p.m. in London. One of our coaches is in Lisbon today, from Portugal. He's in Lisbon right now. So that's 2:30 p.m. We saw Malemala, one of our coaches, Cape Town, South Africa, it is a 6-hour time difference. So when it is 9:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time, it is 3:30 p.m. in Cape Town, South Africa. Same day, but it's 3:30. They are way ahead. If it is 9:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time, it is 6:30 a.m. in the Pacific North, okay? In the Pacific, North America, Pacific area, like the Sacramento, where we have one of our coaches, Jose. So they'll be trading at 6:30 a.m. with their group there, and it is very advantageous, because that means you could be done by your trading, wake up early, 6:30, trade, and go to your 9 to 5. So you make your daily goal and still go do what you like, what you enjoy. If you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a tree surgeon, you're a stay-home mom, and you can take care of your kids. 6:30 a.m., you're up, fire your computer, take your trades, because these trades, I'm going to show you, they don't take long, yeah? Where sometimes you're only here for a few minutes, at most between 9:30 and 11, done. Mr. Baker, our coach in Atlanta, Georgia, he'll be taking his trades at 8:30 a.m. While it's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is 8:30 in Atlanta, Georgia. You can see 1 hour difference. So Georgia is ahead, behind. It's places in the east ahead, places in the west behind the Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, we have coaches, let's say Tajimoto, Tokyo, Japan. Again, this is a reminder. I'm just, guys, showing you that it is possible. It is all possible. You just have to have that discipline. So there are 3 things we talked about. Your mindset, the strategy, which I'm going to show you right now, and then, of course, you need the discipline, and the discipline is what I'm talking about now, the time to trade, and you have to make it a routine because you have to trade every single day, Monday to Friday. We trade 9:30 a.m. Now, some of you have different goals or different things going on, lifestyle. So some of you may trade once or twice a week, and you meet your goal for the week, okay? We have people who are like that in the group, okay? They only need to trade 1 or 2 times per week, and they meet their goals. Whereas we have people who have to trade every single day because they have different goals in life, okay? So we don't prescribe that. You make that decision. Because when you come to trading online, you're a business owner. You're an own manager. You manage your own time. We don't prescribe anything. We just share the strategy. We recommend. We tell you what our coaches are doing, and it's up to you to decide, okay? This is not like your 9 to 5 where your boss is telling you do this, do that. You have checklists, you have to meet deadlines. No. We don't have that in the Smart Wolf Club. It is a willing, you decide, okay? But we show you the best practices, what our coaches are doing. Some of our coaches have been online for many years, since 1999, 1998. Some of us have been online since then. And some of these coaches have been here for 17, 18, 19, 16, some even 23 years have been doing this, okay? So their combined total years of experience is over 1,000 years, guys, all right? Jose is on here, one of our coaches from Brazil. Again, if you want to know, Brazil is probably 1 hour ahead, okay? So Rio de Janeiro is 1 hour ahead. So it's 9:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. It's 10:30 a.m. in Rio, and he can be trading at 10:30. Okay, so what do we do? Going back to our strategy, this is a refresher. You can watch that on lesson 2, lesson 3, and this is our strategy. It's very simple. It's called a breakout and retest strategy. Okay, breakout and retest. Now, I'm going to modify it a little bit. That's why I told you guys you need to watch every single lesson because our coaches always push the envelope. They push the envelope further. We want to make it as simple as possible. So bar none. So nobody has an excuse to say that, oh, the strategy is too complicated. I can't figure it out. I can't follow. When strategies need 20 indicators, 50 lines, 20 signals before you can take a trade, you're just denying yourself the opportunity to trade, okay? You're leaving profits on the table. So we make it easy for you. So what we're going to do is 9:30 a.m., okay? You're going to come to the 5 minute, okay? So we're going to go to the 1 minute chart right there, 1 minute, and we're going to expand this. So now we are looking at the Amazon stock. So we're going to expand that. So let's go back to where 9:30 is. You guys can see 9:30 was right here. Okay, I'm doing this after 9:30, so but this is gonna suffice to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So here you can see 9:35. This candle here was 9:35. This one right here. So the 9:30 candle was this one right here. This is the 9:30 candle. I can mark the 9:30 candle with the blue line, this one right here. That is the market opening right there. That's where the market opened. So you guys can see where our 9:30 candle was. Let me expand this so we can see it. You guys can see it was a bearish, it was a red candle. Even though it had a wick at the top, that means they were the buyers were trying to, I mean, the sellers were there, and then the buyers, I mean, the sellers were stronger than the buyers, basically. So that's what happens, okay? It tried to go up, but then they pushed it down, okay? So it closed all the way down here, okay? It started up, pushed it, and it went down, okay? And then what happened? was followed by a strong bullish candle. Okay, that was the 1 minute, 9:31. Okay, so we're talking about, guys, we're talking about a minute candle here. So what we do is we don't take a trade. The first 5 minutes of market opening, we do not. We just sit and analyze the market. So what are we going to do? We're going to take interest in what is going on here. So first, we go to the daily candle. Okay, so we go back to the daily candle. So we do that just before the market opens. Okay, so we go to the daily candle. And we may have to squeeze the daily candle a lot to see the daily candles. There we go. They're down here. So we are going to today's. Man, we have to scroll so much. It was way, way back. Okay, here it is. Okay. So you guys can see this is today's candle. This was yesterday's candle, so we can make it bigger and we can see. So we can mark the low, the high, and the low. So we just come here. The top is that one, and we make it green. I like to use the color green. And then again, we're going to mark the bottom. Sorry, take a line, horizontal line. Very important. Make that. Because we are using a breakout retest strategy. So now we've already marked our areas of interest. So we know there's a lot of money sitting above here and there's a lot of money sitting below here. If you guys are confused, what I mean is below here, there's a lot of money. Above here, there's a lot of money, liquidity. So the big money guys, the market movers have their cash already ready here to enter there. If it breaks above this line, starts moving up, there are people who are going to take what we call long trades. If it breaks, starts going down here, there's people who are going to be taking what we call short trades. So that's why we're saying there's a lot of trades here and there's a lot of liquidity here. So what does the market try to do? The market tries to go in here and take this money, or the market will try to go up here and take the money, or the market can decide to just range, just go in here like that. This is ranging motion. The market can just decide to stay in here, just in a ranging motion. Okay, so the market can decide to go there, or the market can decide to go that way, or it can decide to go that way. So there are three ways this market can decide to go. It can go up, upward trend. We can have a downward trend, or it can just be ranging here. Now, if it is ranging here, it is risky for us to take any trades. Normally, we would not take any trades. We like to see a clear trend, either upward trend or downward trend. If it is downward, then we can. Now, for those of you who are mainly like scalpers, like you're in and out in the trades, seconds, minutes, then the ranging market can also be, you can time the top. When it gets up here, you enter a short. When it comes down here, you enter a long trade. When it comes up here, you short the market. When it's down here, you take a long. Okay, so that can happen for some of you, but that means you have to be sitting there and glued to your computer, and that's what we do not want. Okay, that's what most of you don't want. Most of you want freedom. Okay, so let's go and delete this. Remove all the drawings. Oh, I didn't want to remove my lines, but I did. So let's mark this chart again. So this is today's. This was yesterday's. So again, we're going to mark the lines. Put the line there. I'm going to make it green. Guys, I'll be done in a few minutes. I know you guys are so impatient. I've never seen impatient crowds as I've seen lately. A lot of people are so impatient. There we go. So once that's done, then we change this to our minute. And you can see our levels are still there. So we are actually in our minutes. If we look at our minute, let's go back now to 9:30. We are doing this much later. It's not opening, but if we come in here at 9:30, this is where we're going to be. This is the 9:35 candle. This is the 9:34. We want the 9:30, which is this red candle right here. So let's mark that with a line. This is the 9:30 candle, that one right there. Okay. So what are we going to do, guys? Again, we are going to look at the lowest part of the market. So we let the first 5 candles take place. Or we can make it our life so simple. We can make our life really easy, guys. We can just go and put 5 minutes. And let's see, where is the line? let's go back. Let's see where the line is. Yep, there you go. So this is the 5-minute candle right there. So we can just go like this. This is the 5-minute candle. Let's remove this green candle here. So the 5-minute candle is actually green. Okay. So we can remove this line by clicking. To remove this line, you just click on it and delete it. So it's this candle right here. This is the 9:30 candle. So again, we can mark the low and the high of that candle. So we're going to mark that's the high. See how simple that is. And then we're going to mark the low, which is the low right there. Sorry. There we go. And then we mark it, make it red. Okay. So I use these colors to just, all right. There we go. We really want to mark, we consider the week too, okay? Because somebody is asking, do we mark the week or the body? We mark everything, from the top of where the week to the bottom. So now you see that session right there? Right there is, okay? So that is our trend. That is our trend. So now, how are we going to trade this? I told you, we're going to make it simple. So that is 5 minutes, okay? That's 5 minutes, candle above, below. This is another 5 minute, 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 this is another 5 minute. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wait. Wait for another 5 minutes. No, we're gonna go down to 1 minute, guys. So we're gonna go to 1 minute and let's go back to 9:30. Okay, we are going back, guys. We're going back. You have to scroll back, and then this is where we're gonna do our waiting game. Is 9:30, but in the 1 minute time frame. So we're gonna take the trades in the 1 minute time frame, guys. Okay, so we are still going. We're still going. We are still going. We are still going. What day is this? Okay, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's scroll. We're getting close, guys. There we go. There it is. I think we went too far back. What's the date today? Yeah, I think you went too far. We want to go, we want today's. That's too far. What's this one? Okay, there we go. You can see the time. Yeah, so there we go. Let's go to, this is daily. So you went back to the daily. So we are now to the 1 minute. And we have already marked our charts. What time is this? All right, let's go back. Scroll here, scroll to 9:30. Shouldn't be that hard because we already set up we already have our lines. So here we are. You guys can see this is 9:35. So we can, you see we have our line there. These ones are superimposed, but if you expand, you're going to see the line. So we can just expand. This is the previous day high, the previous day low, and the 5 minute low and the 5 minute high. So this is 9:35 right there. And this was our low. Okay, so we're going to wait. Okay, guys, we are going to wait. Our strategy is simple. It is the first breakout and the first retest that we are most interested in. So we are going to wait we are going to wait, because right now you can see our candles are right here. This is the 931. This is the 930 candle. Let's mark the 930 candle. So it's so important. There we go. That's our 930 candle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have marked the top and the bottom. Okay. And now we are waiting for a breakout. Either direction, doesn't matter. We have no sentiment. But if we look at yesterday's trade, we could see it was an upward trend. So we have like more of an upward trend sentiment. Okay, so it's likely to go up today, hopefully, if we look at based on historical data. So anyway, so we're going to be looking at the first breakout. So the first breakout was this one here, where the candle actually closed. You guys see that candle right there? Let me see if I can draw a line. You see that candle, guys? That candle there is our first breakout right there. It broke up and actually closed above, okay? And then it started dumping again. It started like retesting the line, but it went below the line. So this is not a fair breakout for us, okay? It's not really a fair breakout for us, okay? So again, you can see we waited, and then we had a breakout here, closed above, and then it came down, retested that, it closed below the line, and then it started going. Okay, it started going, and we had a candle that closed above. So now we have, this is, okay guys, so it's the 3 candle pattern I was talking about the other day, okay? So we have the leading candle, which is the breakout candle right there. The leading candle. No, that's the breakout candle. And then we have a leading candle, which is bearish, okay? And then now, if it is bearish, if our leading candle is bearish, what are we looking for? We are looking for a long trend. We are looking for an upward trend, a trend reversal. So, we have a leading candle, which is short, fat, thick red candle, okay? You see this one here, which is our retesting candle. And then we have a breakout candle, which is now our confirmation candle. This one here is green, so it confirms that it is actually an upward trend, and it closes above. And then here we have our entry candle. So this is the candle that we're going to enter the trade. So we're going to get our long tool. We're going to take our long position. So at a candle closes, we're going to enter there. We can use this candle here, our confirmation candle, as that one there. We can use that as our stop loss right there, the bottom of that candle. And we're going to take it a 2R multiple. So we're going to go up 2R until we see 2R, 2R, 2R. There we go. 2R right there. This is 2R right there. Let's say right there. Right there. 199. Man, it's hard for me to get to 2 exactly. But you get the point. Okay, there we go. 2R. We put 2R right there. Okay. So on your platform where you're trading, because you're using TradingView to chart, but you're using a different platform to take the trade. So your entry level would be this one right here, which is 182. And you can see, guys, we could target 185, guys, if you want. But I'm not going to target 185 at the moment because I'm looking at just, you see, there's 184.25. This is like a psychological number. We can target that. And that's the way exactly where we're targeting. 185.25. So we target that. Most of the institutions target psychological numbers. That's a crazy, crazy thing that happens. Okay. So we entered here on the entry candle. We had a confirmation candle. We had a leading candle. Okay. Leading candle right there. After the breakout, we had a leading candle, which was the retest candle, comes down, closes below, and then we have a confirmation candle showing that it is bullish, okay? Because the breakout was up above, so that's bullish. If it is below, then it is bearish, and the reverse is going to apply. So you're going to see a green candle, which will be your leading candle. You're going to see a red candle, which will be your confirmation candle, and then you're going to see another fat red candle, which is now your entry candle. This is where you're going to take your trades, and you do it at the close of the candle, and you can target the lowest of the three. Okay, the lowest of the three candles was the leading candle, the confirmation, and the entry candle. The lowest here you can see was the leading candle, and that would be our stop loss. So we make our stop loss really tight because we don't want to risk more than we can afford to lose. Okay. So then we're going to target at least a minimum of 2R multiple, or we could target more. We could target a psychological number like this 185 here. That's going to give us about maybe 2.5, 2.5, or 3R if we target that psychological number there. And we're going to see what happens. It actually hit that psychological number. So we could have targeted that psychological number. We go and target that, and you see that's giving us almost 2.91. So the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2.9, almost 1 to 3. So if you put $100, you made $291, guys. Just like that. If you put $1,000, you made $2,910, which is almost $3,000. You more than doubled your money. Just in how many minutes, guys? Okay, let's see what the time is, what people are concerned about. Right here at 11:14. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. It's less than an hour, 1 hour maybe, and what, and a half? Yeah, at 11:14. So what you do is basically you would set. I don't mean you have to sit here and wait for this time, but if you are waiting, it's okay. It'll just be about an hour and a half. All you have to do is put your stop loss, put your take profit, and walk away from your computer. Go and take a shower, go and exercise, and then come back in an hour or two and check your trade. It's still ticking and kicking, and that's it. You don't touch it. And then you're done for the day. Voila, booyah, you're done. This is it. Guys, I'm done. We took a trade and we are done. If you don't understand this, go and watch this video again. Or you can bookmark this video and watch it again and again. And if you have questions, leave comments below, because I know some of you don't understand. Yeah, if you're a beginner, you probably don't understand. What is this guy talking about? How did you even get here? Very simple. You guys want me to go over it? Okay, I'll go over this in our next lesson. So just make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, and be social, guys. Let's say a word of prayer before we leave. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that whoever is going to implement this strategy will be successful. I pray in the belief of the power Almighty. Amen. Guys, may the market be good with you. May you all be good to us and to yourselves. Help your neighbors who are needy. And please don't forget those who are needy in the community. Give them a helping hand. Peace.
And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.